Hello, David.
Hi.
May I ask you when, why, and how did you get in Scientology?
I got in Scientology back in 1970, and
Okay.
my brother got in before me, and I used to ask him, what is Scientology, and he says, well, I don't know enough. I can't answer the question because I don't know enough about it. So this went on for some time, and then what happened is one day he came home and he had this grade chart that was 4 feet by 4 feet, and he goes, now I know what Scientology is. And he says, now read this. So I read the abilities gained and the inabilities lost of OT8. And he says, do you realize that you're a spiritual being and that you're able to create or uncreate universes at will? And I said, what do I have to do that? And that's how I got in Scientology.
Okay. Okay. Did you have any wins that you remember you'd like to share?
Oh yeah, just being in Scientology for about 3 weeks. I woke up in the morning, I tried to open up the door, and the door was stuck. And I grabbed down and I pulled it, I tried to twist it, and nothing I could do would open that door. But then when I looked down, my hands weren't there. It was my first time being fully exterior in Scientology.
That's quite an experience.
Yeah. And I looked back and I saw my body in bed.
That must be funny or
Yeah.
scary. Well, what was it? Funny or scary?
It was interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How far did you get up the bridge?
On the auditing side, I went up in the church. I went up through to what's called OT8,
Okay.
or new OT8, and then on the training side, I did the briefing course, St. Hill Special briefing course twice.
Mm-hmm. And that means that you were there as a public, right? Not as a staff member.
Yeah, well, for 9 years I was on staff
Uh-huh.
in the early 70s. I was on mission staff, and then our mission became an org.
Okay. So you must be doing good, huh?
Yeah, so I was pretty toughened up by staff, and I had a short stay in the Sea Org. It was just like 2 weeks.
Hmm.
And back then, if you didn't complete your what was called Product Zero, and the EPF, the DPF, the Dex Project Force, 10 days or you were out. And so it was really tough back then.
Yeah, I guess things were different.
Yeah,
You can
and
say.
now the person can be on the EPF for like
Forever.
5 months, 6 months, and they don't care.
All right. And when and why did you leave the church? You said you were doing all right there.
Well, yeah, I mean, up until a point, and then I started noticing that Scientology became an infomercial. They lied about the stats. They said that the Auditors Association was now bigger than the Psychiatric Association. They took a picture at this event of all the public, and there was only 3 members of the Auditors Association at the time, because my wife was trying to get new members, and they showed this big group of people, and it was a lie. And I realized right there that everything is PR and everything is a lie in Scientology, and Scientology is now a front group, and it no longer deals with the purported aims of Scientology anymore.
Well, you're saying Scientology, but do you really mean Scientology or do you mean Scientology Church?
No, I mean the Church of Scientology is a front group. They have the stated purpose of freeing beings and training auditors and making more able people, but that's on the front. But what they're actually doing is getting donations, buying real estate, and they're not freeing beings anymore.
Okay. All right. And okay, you left the church, but did you continue with Scientology in your present
Oh
life?
yes, of course.
Do you?
Of course, I apply Scientology every day of my life. Matter of fact, I just did a qual review cycle and finished somebody up on new OT7 and OT8.
All right. I'm so happy to hear when somebody says that he carry on with the Scientology, because that's how we keep it working, right? It should be applied.
Yeah, I mean, Scientology will fail if you don't use it, and you'll get attacked where you have bad results or no results.
So what do you do personally? What can you say to keep it working, keep Scientology working? What is your
Well,
contribution?
my hat is like I'm a representative of L. Ron Hubbard in the field, and my hat is to hold the line of standard tech in the field. And I take that hat very seriously.
So you're still wearing your hat, right?
Yes, no, I never drop my hat. I just do not belong to the, well, it's not even, it's now called the Scientology religion. It's not even, there's no longer a Church of Scientology
Corporation.
Incorporated. No, it no longer exists. Now it's the Church of Spiritual Technology, owned by some lawyers and some government people.
Okay.